This also from CBS Sports, not Pete Prisco, though. NFL offseason rankings. They say the Browns 24th. They say the Browns weren't able to make many moves this offseason as Deshaun Watson's acquisition costs, 3 first-round picks, 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed extension, absorbed much of their maneuverability. I don't know what they've been looking at with this, because they signed Elijah Moore, Dalvin Tomlinson, Okoronkwo, Za'Darius Smith, Juan Thornhill, Rodney McLeod, Marquise Goodwin, Maurice Hurst, Jordan Akins. Assuming those guys, that's 9 guys they've added, and there's still other pieces. Assuming it's 9, that's almost a 20% roster turnover.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they define as many moves. I mean, are you talking like 20, 30? I don't know. I mean, at some point, I think you mentioned it. There's a lot of names that they added in there. Some quality players, particularly guys like Dalvin Tomlinson, Za'Darius Smith, and Elijah Moore. So they've added some quality pieces to this roster. And it shows the flexibility that Andrew Berry, he can create with the salary cap, and how, Deshaun Watson's presence and, the additions they've made, it's kind of it made guys more willing to come to Cleveland and be part of this football team. But, if the idea is, if you're a decent team, and I mean, the Browns weren't a bad team last year. They were 7-10. They weren't great, but they weren't completely terrible. If you're making 20, 30 moves, you didn't do something right, because you're not a good football team. So the Browns kept the core in place, and then they added pieces around it. So the idea is you just keep interchanging some pieces, try and find combinations that work as far as taking your team to another level. So we'll kind of see where it goes. They didn't really need to add they needed a lot of help on defense, and it seems like they got it. And then, especially what they did in the receiving core, getting Elijah Moore, trading for Elijah Moore, signing Marquise Goodwin, drafting Cedric Tillman. They've made a lot of moves. So yeah, I'm not sure what the threshold is for many more moves, but it seems like the Browns were very active this offseason.
Yeah, and in particularly on that defensive line, which was bad.